Now, obviously, the underpinning of this are our products, our technology. Right? Ryan's going to make an offer.
Which
It's all on you, bro.
Ryan?
It's all on Ryan.
Which Ryan do you think?
So they're over there building the technical underpinnings of these solutions, right? And again, so the product is going to continue to evolve and be developed in line with this vision for solution. And the way they're looking at it is to say our vision from a product perspective is to connect customer behaviors across those devices and channels and make them actionable. So this is the two-part thing, right? A lot of companies can do one thing or the other out there. Our customers have tons of choices and you want to do one or the other. You can connect a lot of different stuff. You can do a lot of things in different channels. You can do a lot of execution things in real time. There are very, very, very few companies in the world who can help you do both of those things off of a single platform. Right? Key part of our value proposition. Now, that requires a lot of work. This Ryan looks so tired, right? You need to have the service that actually scales and has the connectivity to bring in all this data at the kind of volume our customers operate at. Operationally and technology-wise, building a system that can handle the number of calls from a number of devices is no mean feat. We have to have the set of tools where we can actually make that connectivity between all that data that comes in, make it available in real time, store all that information, apply the rules, the triggers, everything that's happening underneath the hood. We need to have the matching service to stitch all that data together. First-party deterministic matching, either at a brand level or even an ecosystem audience trust level. Those things are very, very difficult. And then, of course, privacy becomes increasingly important as we work our way up that solution maturity curve, right? When we were doing just pure TMS, privacy was not such a huge deal, right? When we're talking about matching data across an entire ecosystem and storing behavioral data and passing it around and matching it up on behalf of our customers, privacy is a huge, huge deal. You can definitely expect privacy to become a bigger part of all of our discussions. Any intelligent customer moving forward is probably going to ask about it. Now, in response to that, the team is creating a lot more material around privacy, so we can have those proactive discussions, have the materials ready. We're just submitted membership applications for NAI, right, to be a part of their privacy framework. So this is absolutely on the radar. And of course, we're very fortunate that the system was actually designed from day one to accommodate privacy. This isn't new we're not re-architecting the system to handle privacy now that we've decided it's important. It's always been important here. So the Fuse Open Data Platform is the basis for all those solutions. We have one technology product, Fuse, that underpins everything we do. For every customer, everywhere in the world, in every vertical market, right, in every use case. We're not going to have a bunch of separate code branches of different versions of the product for different things. Fuse supports everything, end to end. And as you've started learning with UCB, it has 3 core capabilities. It has the data hub, the matching service, live audience. Each of those has various capabilities within it. The product guys created these things are likely elements that are to come over the course of this year. And all the solution packages sit on top of that. So Data Hub is really collecting the data and the basic raw output systems like TMS solutions or the data feed. This is right now your brand level matching, which would be the Fuse ID within UCB. In the future, when we release audience trust, that would be what we call ecosystem matching. I have more slides on that later. And live audience, which is formerly known as live segments, because this wouldn't be any fun if we didn't change the names on you, is the targeting system, the real-time targeting system, as well as the ability to take actions on those rules when they trigger and output signals to execution systems such as ad networks or email systems or mobile systems to actually execute some kind of customer experience. What I'd like to take a moment to clarify with you is a fundamental shift in how we think about our product. Traditionally, if you've been here long enough, you remember the TMS days, and I still do TMS, so they haven't really gone away. But when we only sold TMS, that was a product. Okay, people bought a TMS system because it had certain features and functionalities that came out of the box that they used. You get a bunch of buttons and a tag goes on a site. You get a bunch of buttons and a tag comes off a site, right? Things like that. That is a product, a defined product with defined features and functionality that you can pay a certain dollar amount for. That's not actually what Fuse does. Fuse is actually a platform play, right? What makes it a platform and not a product? Well, it's very flexible and does a lot of different things very well. A platform is not just a product suite, it's actually a backbone solution that makes other solutions work better. Okay, this very much affects, especially for the marketing team, how we talk about our products and how we discuss them, how we price them, and actually even how we develop them, right? So the characteristics of a platform are, one, it's really a foundational capability or a system for stacking up other specialized products, right? So we're the system, the foundation for cross-channel marketing that makes advertising, that makes email marketing, that makes websites work really, really well. We're not the website. We're not actually doing the advertising, but we power them, right? That's what a platform can do. It's inherently open. We are committed to working with any third-party technology vendor, any brand, any publisher in the world, equally. And we do it at scale. Having a platform doesn't work real well if you only have 3 input capabilities. If you're only able to output data to 2 places, right? We need to support data inputs and outputs from anywhere to anywhere, right? That's why we have hundreds and hundreds of integrations. That's why we're willing to work with all the different channels, right? That's why we'll work with any brand or publisher. We need to have a level of scale that the platform hits a tipping point where anybody can actually use and benefit from it, right? Now, the way it affects especially development is a platform has to do more things well than just pure features and functionality. When you're developing a product, clients say, I would like you to have a blue button in the corner. And we say, okay, Ryan, blue button in the corner for next quarter, please.
No one puts blue button in the corner.
That's right. You spike.
I just couldn't help it.
Welcome to Friday afternoon. What we need to do when we're going on a platform is make sure that we have the openness and market scale, but we have to have that tentpole functionality that enables the rest of the stacking, okay? Because that's what they really rely on. So the core functionality, such as Data Hub, that base tentpole functionality needs to be constantly developed. And then we need to make sure, because of openness and market scale, we need to have ecosystem support, making sure we continue to feed that community of integration points, action points, and capabilities. To that end, Ryan and his friends are very, very busy doing lots of interesting things, right? Again, I'm not going to go through the whole list of every single feature and function for the whole year. They have that information if you're interested, or if a client asks for something quite specific, but we have to, in order to follow the maturity curve, right, and release the rest of these solutions, we have to keep developing our products. So the 2015 focus of product and dev is, one, continue to build out the formerly live segment, live audience solution, right? Being able to orchestrate real-time actions across channels, having the connectivity, right, to all those action points that we would output signals to. Audience trust, going beyond a brand's owned matched data to having ecosystem level data matching. Journeys, this is kind of a term that we've started using for having visibility to the data that comes to our system. Kind of a reporting type capability, or visibility, almost business intelligence type capability. We don't want to replace existing analytics and attribution solutions, but what we find is that because of the fact that we orchestrate so much of the data collection, matching and output, we're a natural point at which we are able to help our customers understand their customer journeys. And they naturally look to us and say, well, you already have all the data going through your system, why don't you just show me what it looks like and show me the customer journey, right? Which is complementary to their existing, say, web analytics tool or attribution tool, search analytics tools, and all those things. So we're looking at more ways to bring the data to life visually and from an analysis perspective in a way that helps our customers, but is also complementary and builds on the rest of their analytics. Actionability, this is the ability to fire rules, right, and have actions in live audience and actually have that go somewhere to key channel partners for the actual execution of marketing and advertising activities. Formatting issue, and of course, the foundation. It is a constant battle to keep up with our evolving landscape of new devices, new touch points, new kinds of data, the physical volumes of data that we need to ingest and be able to handle in our system. So the foundation continues to be something that is always a focus in maintaining and developing forward. I feel like I'm talking an awful lot. Does anyone have any questions about any of this? You know, the maturity curve, the kind of solution roadmap over the course of this year, or what's happening with the product that you'd like to ask Ryan? I'm gonna stop picking on you. It's Friday, I'm tired. Nothing?
Did you say we are, it's not up there, but did you say we are building out visualization capabilities?
We're looking to.
Okay.
Like you say, we're not looking to replace, but there just seems to be some natural things, and there's a lot of good reasons for it. One being, in a sales environment, just to be able to show more reports and show how the data's flowing through the system. It's a, you okay there?
Yeah, it's like a screen.
Oh.
No, it's alright, it's not broken. So.
I just added some
It's a little,
salty
most
there.
people, it's not cracked.
It's Friday afternoon, a little crack is what we need.
Yeah.
So we don't want to, once again, we want to stay, we like our neutrality standpoint, so there is a line that we don't want to
It's nice
cross,
to make it look pretty.
but it will make it look pretty. There is some real true value to it. We're talking about cross-channel, I keep coming up with this idea of like the iPhone 7 launches. Where there's not really one place a marketer or a CMO per se of a big giant store could go to see how people are engaging on the mobile website, the desktop website, in their apps, in their email, in the ads. If you want to see how many people have engaged with your iPhone 7, how many people have seen your videos, et cetera, from one place that morning, which is the most crucial morning of launch, in case you need to change anything up, there's no place to do that in real time across channels. So, as I think you said perfectly, we sit at the right point.
Yeah, there's really three drivers for it. We've always been reticent to try to recreate a wheel that already exists. I've always said the last thing the world needs is another dashboard, right? But one, we sit in the middle of this and clients naturally say, well, show me the customer journey, right? Because you have the best view of it. We also see that, especially for the sales process, so much of what we do is very kind of abstract and ethereal, right? It would be really nice to be able to, almost like the Matrix, like just show the data going through the system so people can get a feel for what's happening, right? More than us just, hey, it matches, trust me. Yeah, it's working. There's little gnomes and hamsters running around in the background somewhere. And also, as we do more matching capabilities, UCV as well as audience trust, there is a need to show customers what the matching is doing, how it works, that it is working, and what kind of lift they get by doing this kind of matching. So having the kind of reporting and visibly exposes the matching service functionality is going to be important.
Yeah, and that's brand new ground that no one else has, so
It is.
it's needed.
Include
This is our business.
We don't have it yet, but
The one thing I want to add is on the foundation section, that most accurately reflects Spitfire or the new Data Hub rollout in April. So just, like it says, best-in-class data collection. It really is going to be a product that no one else can offer, being able to configure your collection from any channel. So that's going to be exciting. It's probably going to be our first launch of the year, product-wise, and that will be in April.
And a great setup to remind you all that the UCV solution is three parts: the data collection, the matching, and the distribution of the data. It's not just the matching.
Right.
There's still tremendous value to bring all of your channels into one place, and we don't want to lose that, even if it's not matched across IDs.
You write it down there.
So the most important part of this is not for you to understand, every component of the technology roadmap or anything, but to understand that UCV is the starting point on a journey not only for our customers, but for Signal as well. As we meet the needs of the marketplace exactly where it is in its evolution. And we do have a longer term plan for how this all evolves. And so, we just want you to be ready for as these things roll out, right? Obviously this shouldn't be a surprise. And then as you're having conversations with clients, right, the general direction. And as you start hearing things, you can start, lacing that in and kind of thinking about how you're going to set them up for the next stage of the journey. A big part of, I'm going to go back. As we start getting into activation-centric use cases, a huge part of our differentiation and how we go to market is going to be based on our matching service. And the next major stage in the evolution of that is what we call audience trust. I think it's incredibly important and potentially the biggest opportunity that this company has ever had, beyond anything else we've ever done. The reason for that, and the reason I think audience trust is so important, is not only because it's a huge opportunity that does something new in the market, but it's really the key differentiator in why a client would buy these solutions from us. There are, again, solutions out there to do data onboarding today. There are solutions out there to help me personalize or target in various channels. right? We will be the only company in the world that's able to offer those kinds of solutions with an underpinning or a foundation of ecosystem level audience matching, right? So the whole goal is to have a matching service that truly helps our clients amplify their audiences, which is really the most important thing when you're looking for reach and scale to actually do activation.